keep it on.
These lenses make anything look cinematic, which is perfect timing because we're about to go on a trip to Georgia next week, and I've been dying to shoot more anamorphic videos. But I have 3 important problems that I need to solve, otherwise none of this is gonna work. Problem number 1, anamorphic lenses squeeze the footage so that later you can de-squeeze the footage to get that widescreen effect, as well as all those fun anamorphic characteristics. But that means on the back of my camera, I'm looking at a squeezed image. This makes it super difficult to figure out things like composition and focus, and not to mention it's just kind of annoying to shoot with. So first things first, I'm gonna need a camera monitor that can not only de-squeeze the image, but also be lightweight enough and compact so that we can bring it with us on our hikes. So I've been eyeing this lightweight 5-inch monitor from Portkeys. It can import LUTs, it can de-squeeze the image, and it can even do focus peaking to make manual focus a lot easier. And the best part is that it's really not even that expensive. Problem number 2, the Laowa Nanomorph lenses are manual focus only, which is totally fine because the fact that they have a super long focus throw means that I can very easily nail focus. The actual issue comes when you're trying to change the focus while you're shooting handheld, right? If I'm like cranking it like this, I'm gonna get really shaky shots. So to fix that, we're gonna try to use a wireless follow focus system so that I can keep my hands off the lens, keep it in a stationary position, and keep the shot steady. And fortunately, I already have a wireless follow focus system from SmallRig. This is the MagicFiz system. Now I can pull focus with just my index finger, making it so that my setup is not only compact, but super stable when I'm trying to get handheld shots. And lastly, problem number 3. While the handheld and the tripod shots are gonna look good thanks to all the prep we've done, any moving types of shots just isn't gonna cut it with just a handheld setup, as I found out the hard way last time when I reviewed the Nanomorph set. So this time we're gonna be bringing the Zhiyun Crane-M 3S with us for this trip because it's small, lightweight, compact, but can still handle this relatively compact payload, which should make a pretty big difference. The only thing is I'm gonna need an extension arm to mount my new Portkey monitor onto the Zhiyun Crane-M 3S. So I went ahead and ordered this camera monitor mounting arm accessory from SmallRig, which should do the job. Now I just have to wait for everything to come in and get packed up for this trip. All right, we finally got here to the cabins and it looks absolutely beautiful out. Super excited to start shooting some content. Real quick, I want to talk to you guys about using protection, the online kind. After working in the ad tech industry for over 4 years and with the ever-increasing amount of data collection by online data brokers, I've never been more keen to protect my privacy online. That's why I was super pumped when NordVPN reached out to me to sponsor this portion of the video. NordVPN allows you to browse the internet anonymously, encrypting your data and masking your IP address. It's quick and easy to use, protects your data when using public Wi-Fi, and lets you browse the internet from anywhere in the world, giving you access to shows and movies that might not be available in your country, and let you book travel for cheaper. Not only that, but it also offers a suite of threat protection features that proactively block malware, intrusive ads, and stops intrusive tracking. The threat protection feature even works when you're not connected to a VPN server. If you're interested in protecting your data and privacy online, NordVPN is the way to go. When you go to nordvpn.com/DavidZhao, you'll get an exclusive discount plus 4 months extra on the 2-year plan. The best part is that it's risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. So check it out. All right, I've got the camera set up on the Crane-M 3S and we're about to go on a hike over to see a little waterfall. Super excited to see what the footage looks like stabilized on a gimbal. And as my luck would have it, I came down with a little bit of a cold, so excuse my voice. But next up, I want to shoot with the handheld setup with the wireless follow focus control and the external monitor to de-squeeze and preview with the LUT. I think this is gonna look really good.
Hey guys, so just wanted to leave y'all a message. After we like kind of unpacked everything and we're just talking about how fun the trip was.
That was so fun. We did so much.
treated everything
The vibe and a half.
together as a thing.
And we are back, and my cold has mostly went away. I've edited everything that you've seen in this video up to this point, and I absolutely love how the videos turned out. And hopefully this gives you guys an idea of the type of images that these lenses can produce. So let's talk about why I'm saying that these lenses can make anything cinematic. What is cinematic? Well, in my opinion, the least controversial answer to that question is anything that looks like cinema, anything that looks like what you would see in the movies. And the reason why this looks cinematic is because movies use anamorphic lenses, and anamorphic lenses have three distinct characteristics. The first one is the most obvious one, the widescreen cinemascope. You know, when you go to a movie, you see this ultra widescreen, narrow, field of view filling image that translates into a grandiose landscape, right? This is especially useful in big action movies or sci-fi movies where the vista is like half of the enjoyment of the movie, seeing the sets, seeing the worlds that the director is trying to show you. And with the 1.5x squeeze factor of the nanomorph lenses, you get 50% more horizontal real estate, letting you show a lot more of the world to your audience than they would normally be used to, since they normally watch a 16:9 aspect ratio video. And the second characteristic you've probably seen a lot, but you've probably just never really noticed. And that's the tall oval bokeh in the background of the out of focus area of the video. You're probably used to seeing circular bokeh from photography and spherical lenses, but anamorphic lenses produce this oval bokeh that also breathes differently when the focus racks from the foreground to the background and back. And that's another subtle characteristic that you attribute to movies, because really only movies use anamorphic lenses. So when you use these lenses, it gives you that feeling of cinema. And finally, this one's the least subtle of them, but the horizontal lens flare streaks that you get from anamorphic lenses are also a unique characteristic that come from anamorphic lenses. This last one is obviously a very stylized choice. Some of you might be like, oh my god, that looks so good, I love it. And then others of you are probably like, I'm so sick and tired of the Michael Bay, J.J. Abrams lens flare. Which is totally fine, but yet again, you don't get these lens flares usually from non-anamorphic lenses. So again, seeing that makes you attribute that cinematic quality to the video. And that's why I say these lenses makes everything cinematic, because when you're shooting with anamorphic lenses, you are basically shooting with the same category of gear as they do in Hollywood. All right, so let's talk about today's lenses then. These are the Laowa Nanomorph 27 and 50mm 1.5x squeeze anamorphic lenses. They're from the same set of nanomorph lenses that I reviewed over 4 months ago on this channel, and just like the 65 and 80mm counterparts, these are super compact anamorphic lenses with great build quality and superb optics. The lineup features an all-metal construction, has an aperture range of T2.4 to T16, has focus markings on the barrels, a smooth focus throw of 270 degrees, comes in 9 different camera mounts, and 3 different flare color varieties. They are, however, made to cover Super 35 or APS-C sensors. So if you just take this lens and slap it onto a full-frame camera and just hit the record button, you're gonna get this extreme vignetting effect. But that's not really a problem, because on the Sony cameras, you can use clear image zoom up to 1.5x zoom, and that kind of gets rid of the problem, and I haven't had any image quality issues with it using this method. Now, you could opt for some full-frame anamorphic lenses like the Sirui anamorphic lenses, but those are going to be larger lenses and they're going to cost more money. Honestly, shooting with these lenses have been making me crave having a creative project, kind of like the good old days of shooting short film, something I might be prioritizing this year. But anyways, if you're interested in checking out these lenses, links will be in the description down below. That's it for this one. If you guys enjoyed or learned something from this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. There's so much more to come this year in 2024. Let me know in the comments section down below. What do you guys think of anamorphic lenses, and do they tempt you as much as they tempt me? What are you doing? And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.